Mic check 1, 2. What is this? It's Mr. Nice Guy back to business. Okay.
Making sure that you all are entertained.
Kanye West making some wild allegations in his newest song. The rapper claiming to have had an incestual relationship with his cousin until the rapper was 14.
I don't think they understand that I'm not attracted to a man.
It's just
I don't think they understand I'm not attracted to a man. They don't think I understand I'm not attracted to a man. What's up with this nigga? So he's trying to say he got raped or he got sexually abused. Is that what that's about? I'm really trying to figure out this shit. I don't even really want to figure it out, to be honest with you. Y'all Hollywood niggas is weird.
the beginning right here.
The lyrics tell part of the story, but Ye goes into more detail on X, claiming this cousin he references in the song is now locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady, and has been since he was 17. Kanye says the murder happened a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore.
My cousin is locked up for murder, and I love him. I saw he did a bad thing, but I still love him.
Ye goes on, perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw.
As long as you don't leave me, then I'll probably be alright.
I'm gonna work on it from the inside.
Kanye's ex, Kim Kardashian, spoke about Ye's family trauma 5 years ago during an episode of her Oxygen series, The Justice Project.
Kanye's aunt, my husband's aunt, his cousin has a double life sentence for a murder. She's like, I'm not even that distraught anymore. Like, that's just what happens to the kids in our neighborhood. Like, there's just no other choice.
Now look, I don't know if she purposely said this shit like this, or they chopped it up to make it seem like this, because what they just tried to do is make it seem like a bunch of black kids got that type of shit going on inside their home and the family inside the hood. And that is not what they talking about. What they talking about is the fact that his cousin is in jail for a murder, and that type of culture is more prevalent in our neighborhood. And that's really, but they trying to relate this shit to young black boys sucking dick in the hood. Y'all wildin'. Y'all wild. I don't know if it's Kim, or I don't know if it's E.T., but I'm just showing y'all, I'm replaying it for y'all, because this is the message that they going out on the back line looking at, because we looking at what Kanye said. Kanye said it. But what they trying to do is, if you notice, they got old pictures of Kanye talking about this stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with this song that came out, because it ain't come out then. He like just putting this shit out and just saying this shit. So y'all need to stop trying to mix up the whole shit and basically relate our whole culture in the hood. Like, stop playing, bro. Matter of fact, we're going to address what's going to be the effect if we leave y'all alone and we actually segregate from y'all.
I feel like I have a responsibility to innovate and to fight for creativity.
The music just adds to real life, and that's what I want to do. Add to someone's life.
See you later.
Twigs, you ain't think Kim was corny 10 years ago. And I was God and still am. Right? So, anybody in the music industry, if y'all go to Kim to get whatever industry, to get rights to my kids, to work with y'all in any way, I'm gonna use everything in my power and flesh to do every version of Ye you ever seen like this. Let this be a lesson for everybody. Twigs, you gotta apologize and don't play with my kids. Put my daughter in that dark ass. I will make it my sole purpose to destroy you. Do we have a problem? I'm Martin. I'm Martin on all y'all motherfuckers out here, right? Because it's a different kind of high school. It's a different kind of prime, ain't it? I run this shit. This J-Town. I run this whole shit, by the way, and you know that.
Like we getting that Bernie
Season
movie
3.
and
Where's
shit.
y'all season 3? Any of y'all that was watching. Jay-Z, you was watching.
Jay-Z was watching what? You
Where's
sucked
any
dick?
of y'all season 3? Where's any of y'all season 1? Let's check the accounts. Let's check the bank accounts. I am the king. And it's okay. I ain't got nothing against Kendrick. That man can't rap, bro. That man ain't got one bar, bro. He ain't got one bar. He is Virgil. He's a sweet kid. Top 5 is a God soldier. That man gets the same birthday as Hitler. Bro, not top 5. That was a 4-year slip. He probably is. I'm talking about top dog. And by the way, I would have said top 5, but it's not even. Them niggas is lost, man. All of y'all is lost. And they wanted y'all to get lost because they wanted y'all to lose me and me to lose y'all. But I ain't lost y'all. Because if I lost y'all, you wouldn't be watching me right now. It's room for everybody. I ain't got to be on stage all the time. It's like, you know what I mean? But then there is a king.
We're gonna go off the shallow end.
There's a king, and I'm the king. I'm the king. It ain't. What are you doing?
I'm just updating you. Yeah, you're good.
I'm sorry, guys, if I was rambling because it was like throwing me off the way.
My bad.
The main thing I want to say, and I thought about this about 5 days ago. I was like, yo, Nas, you got to come back out here because I be thinking so much shit I can't even tweet it fast enough. The main thing I want to say is Twigs, and anybody else. Y'all think y'all getting any of my 4 black children on y'all shit without talking to me? Y'all gonna definitely hear from me. So either talk to me in the beginning and
talk to me nice
for my kids, or y'all gonna hear from me forever until you make it right. Now, Twigs, you gotta make it right. That beat was corny. OG Volta, that beat was corny. The song was corny. The video was corny. And they ain't going nowhere. So if you take people like Jay-Z and...
Who the fuck is OG Vulture? What is that?
He's having a mental breakdown. He's again, might have had having another mental breakdown, and he's putting male parts in his mouth. Does Vulture even matter?
I'm trying to figure. That's what he said right here. I ain't hear him say the shit.
And Pusha T, they made their living killing our people. So how the fuck they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever?
Hey yo, I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, they told the truth. I didn't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars. Liars are now the face of our culture. You know what I'm saying? And they have to lie because if they ever went and supported the red hat before they say, okay, it's okay to do it, they go pull them some. They'll pull up some on them. They'll have some on them. They get their brother locked up on some shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These is sitting. All these that is so hard on our face is sitting in a white police room like, you know you ain't fucked up. That's their life. They drop like, you know you fucked up. You know you fucked up. Hey, get that boy a call. Hey man, I'm gonna talk about Red Hat on your Donda album. You know, when I said the Jay-Z tweet with the kids and shit, I was like, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Brody. This nigga really do be tweaking because, first of all, that's not a white nigga that say that you know you fucked up, right? Shit, that's not a white dude. That's a black dude.
He's bugging the fuck out.
Shout out to the big homie too. Bill Duke.
Don't say him.
Shout out to Bill Duke.
I said, and I'm the king. I'm still the king. I bestowed grace on you. You ain't want to sign me. Dame signed me. Dame is me. Dame is a seer. Dame is like Bari. You know what I'm saying? Somebody see like Bari put the whole ASAP shit together. As far as what I understand, I might not even completely know the whole shit. I just got a bit of what it is. Little Boozy stink. Okay. I know that smell poor. I never met him. This man poor. You know, it is poor. We're talking about smell. Well, he there. That's what he there to do. They took a piece of shit and made him talk shit. He talking himself. He shit. He talking shit. But by the way, Boozy, you all a part of this. You know who my inspiration is?
I'm like moving back because I lost all my shit.
Are they talking shit about Boosie now?
Nothing with me, bro. I pulled up, they lost my suitcase.
I mean, that's bro.
You know what? Khaled said God did. And Khaled, how you didn't play me that record? I had like Sunday service. Khaled, God don't like that. You supposed to play me God did. You know what God did is, and you know who I am. You know you're supposed to play me that. You know I was supposed to play that.
First of all, only God. It's gonna bring a lot of chaos and turmoil to Shannon Sharpe's life, but I believe this lawsuit is a lot deeper than what meets the eye. Disgraced Houston attorney Tony Busby has announced he's filing a lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe on behalf of a Jane Doe. If you've been following celebrity lawsuits, especially in the last year and a half, then you would know that Tony Busby has been a recurring character. He's literally involved in suing literally everyone, right? And a lot of the times, his lawsuits are deemed frivolous, especially with Jay-Z more recently, where Tony Busby got himself in a lot of trouble filing a lawsuit against Jay-Z on behalf of a Jane Doe that Jay-Z has never met. Busby would announce the lawsuit on Facebook.
It's the wild shit, right? Why they keep letting lawsuits go and keep allowing for Jane Does? Like, I think Jane Doe, if you're gonna do it like that, then don't publicize the trial. Don't publicize the trial. So that way, after it's over, if she found actually hurt or actual victim of whatever case, then don't put her name out. Let her stay Jane Doe. But every time motherfuckers get found innocent and they stay Jane Doe, it's kind of wild. So just wait. Don't bring none of this shit out. Don't publicize none of this shit, which is actually probably supposed to be against the law. But the media get paid to publicize shit. All right, whatever. Because they all part of one system anyway. But that's a whole nother story. Wait till niggas' trial is over. If the person is said to be lying, they need to be doxxed. They need to be put out. Their information need to go out, just like the motherfucker that they accusing. Matter of fact, they need to get the same penalty under perjury for whatever they accusing the person of that they get found not guilty of. That would be to kind of start to thin out this line, this type of behavior in general. Like, there's a lot going on with this, the opinions and all that. But like, let's get to the facts first.
Facebook of all places, and he would put, late last night, the Busby law firm filed a civil lawsuit on behalf of a brave young woman who alleged she was brutally essayed by former NFL player Shannon Sharpe on multiple occasions. The last incident occurred in January of 2025. The lawsuit filed under the pseudonym Jane Doe lays out a pattern of intimidation, manipulation, and blank, including allegations that Shannon Sharpe repeatedly threatened to choke and slap Jane Doe. The case seeks $50 million in damages. The case is on file in Department 11, Clark County State Court, Nevada, the county where the alleged conduct occurred. The egregious and concerning facts of the case are set forth in detail.
Exactly is this lady even filing a case against this dude for? Like, if she filed a case for some instances that happened during a prostitution encounter, then it's kind of the description that come with the job, and prostitution is legal there. So what exactly, because in Nevada, in Las Vegas, to my knowledge, prostitution is legal. And it's legal in more than that state, to be honest. But we ain't even going to get into that.
Till in the public filing, I'm extremely proud to represent Jane Doe. It takes a great deal of courage to stand up against those with power, fame, and money. I look forward to pressing this case in court. If you are a real victim, from my perspective, Tony Busby should be the last lawyer you should hire to represent you. Because when you go with Tony Busby, the automatic assumption is this is a money grab, this is frivolous, you are lying, because Tony Busby has been lying on people for the last 50 years, bruh. Tony Busby is a known fraudster. And everything about this lawsuit aligns up with everything that Tony Busby does. With the Jay-Z stuff, Tony Busby tried to extort or hold Jay-Z hostage for millions of dollars before going public. What Tony Busby does is he would hold a lawsuit until something in your life is about to happen. With Deshaun Watson, he held on to the lawsuits until Deshaun Watson was about to get a huge deal. And then he struck to extort Deshaun Watson for money in a settlement. With this Shannon Sharpe lawsuit, he held on to the lawsuit and he filed a day after.
Can I get a dun dun dun? Because this is a pattern.
It got announced that Shannon Sharpe is about to get $100 million in his new podcast deal. Even though Shannon Sharpe hasn't publicly spoke on the new $100 million deal, his co-host will pretty much confirm the rumors by quote tweeting and saying, "Oh, we finna be richer," because Shannon Sharpe is currently with The Volume, right? And that's Colin Cowherd's network. As soon as that's over, Shannon Sharpe is about to get a Joe Rogan-esque deal. And the day that was announced, Tony Busby was rubbing his hand like Birdman, knowing he was about to try to hold Shannon Sharpe hostage. I want to make this clear. If Shannon Sharpe is guilty, he doesn't deserve a platform. He doesn't deserve the $100 million. But if Shannon Sharpe is innocent, I want Shannon Sharpe to take everything that Tony Busby has. Take his house, take his wife, take everything from this guy. Because as some...
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, yo, Flacco, you is a wild boy for that take his wife. Yo, that white boy killed that bitch, Shannon, then himself. Might try to take the police out, just say fuck suicide. He going like, you know, these white boys crazy, niggas. Just stop playing, nigga. You know the white boys crazy, especially if get one of us on them like that. Now I mean, get one of us on their back. That ass though.
At some point, enough is enough, bruh. Now, what we know about this lawsuit so far is that it's being filed by a woman that Shannon Sharpe met at a gym. And no, it's not Michelle, all right? So we don't know the woman's identity yet, but what we do know and can confirm is the woman who's filing a lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe isn't the Michelle that was caught on IG Live being intimate with Shannon Sharpe. This Jane Doe actually met Shannon Sharpe 2 years ago when she was 20 years old. They met at a gym. That's where their first encounter was, and apparently Shannon Sharpe and her began talking because they were both a part of a weight loss competition. I already know how they're going to try to paint this man, bro. They're going to try to paint him as a predator, bro. 20 is legal. 20 is legal, bro. And if anything, man, she was probably preying on him, bro. She was probably...
I ain't even gonna lie, yo, Flacco, you speaking morally 20 because of the ages like that we are and the way that like our culture move with that. But by law, these colored people actually made the age limit 2 years lower than that, and in some states 4 years younger than that. Just not the states we most likely populate. But yeah, nah, bro, that's a moral thing for us. Like, we just don't be jacking it. Like, we don't like how it look. We don't really let that go down like that amongst ours. But if you remind yourself that we didn't write the law, legally 20 is not the age. It's like 18. It's 16, 18, and maybe 20 to a state that you may know that I'm not aware of. But on average, I think nationally it's 18, bro.
Preying on Shannon Sharpe, bro. A multi-millionaire, ex-NFL player, it's a highly successful podcast, man, stop it, bro. Broke 20-year-old woman, man, cut it out, bro. But Shannon, you know you ain't got no business with no 20-year-old. You know you ain't got no business with no 20-year-old in your mid-50s. Now, I'm not saying...
Let's go back to this other conversation. Can we make up a male word for cougar? If we going to make some type of code to whatever is what, because when it's a cougar, it's cool. So this predator look that we got. Like I said, we the ones that morally judge it, probably more than women. Little do they know. Like, we'll tell our homie, yo, shorty too young, or, you know what I mean? Like, we tell niggas that, like, niggas around us, new niggas we see, we question and all that. Like, our coach should do that. But at the same time, when we talking about the difference in age, we start to question what's morally right and then what's legally right, and then we draw our own conclusion usually when it comes, especially when it comes to black men. We draw this different type of conclusion or higher standard, and it's crazy because everybody has this so-called higher standards for us that nobody else actually has to stay as high on, but we're somehow talked about and somehow seen as below this. But this is our standard all the way up here, where other men of other cultures literally are not like they 40 and 16-year-olds, 50 and 12-year-olds, all other cultures. Yet this large radar stays on black men because the world polices black penises, because little do to everyone's knowledge, we don't think about the big picture sometimes, but without a weapon, black penises can annihilate these people. Anyway.
You are predator. I'm saying you got no business with no 20-year-old, bro. Right? They crazy, right? They probably immature, probably broke. When the money dry up, they probably don't know how to let that money go, bro, because you probably their first multi-millionaire, bro. So as a 50-year-old man, bro, who is probably well-versed in risk assessment, man, a 20-year-old ain't worth it, bro. Not at all. Now, she will claim that Shannon Sharpe...
Hold up. So Stella could get her groove back, but Shannon can't get his groove back? Y'all niggas is crazy, B. Y'all niggas is crazy.
Sharpe pursued her heavily, bro. And when he finally got her, that's when things changed. She admits they got into a consensual relationship, but then he got very controlling and verbally blank afterwards. Now, she will state that he was very demanding and demanded complete control over her time and her body, expecting her to be at his house on his schedule.
Now, y'all watch this, yo. If especially for the athletes and fellas like that, right? Y'all watch Shannon Sharpe just as much as everybody else do. Dude got mad shows on TV. You ain't never seen this bro with him, right?
She told him not to put it in his bun though.
What? It was some Kobe type shit? Yeah, look, you see, look how I got the window, bro. Look, and I ain't changing the window. Now I'm dead ass. Look.
Oh, you filming, my bad.
Yeah, now you good, bro. I can clip all this shit out. I'm gonna keep some of it anyway, though. Ty weekend at Bernie's right now.
Oh my God.
His command whenever he called. So far, I ain't hear a crime yet. As far, so far what I've heard is something that's expected outside of the verbally stuff, right? Complete control. Listen, bro, I'm a multi-millionaire in my 50s. If I wanted a career woman, if I wanted somebody who was 40 plus with a career and a mind of her own who can go out, no, bro, you is in your 20s. Ain't no partying, ain't no going out with the girls. Nah, bro, you coming over this mansion, you getting, your back dug in every night, you eating this, and you going home, bro. That's it, that's all. But in return, you get the provision, the resources, and the assets that you are dating me for. You're not attracted to a 50-year-old Shannon Sharpe. You are with him for money, and he's with you for your body. It's a fair exchange in my eyes, all right? Because you could have very easily said, yeah, I'm not coming over. I'm not going. You consensually and willingly entered into a transactional relationship, and now you're trying to paint him as a monster for your relationship being transactional. It will continue. Doe claimed that there was one argument in particular that terrified her when he yelled at her while a firearm was visible in the room. Yo, lawyers are so slick and diabolical, bruh. Yo, peep the framing of this. It terrified me because he yelled at me while a firearm was in the room. Bro, this man lives in a mansion, bro. This man home just.
Yo, bro. This is what I be saying when they be conflating stories and doing all this little stupid weirdo shit. Like, do y'all realize that we hip to y'all stupid shit? Like, for real? What do they call themselves? Mass media or whatever, like. See, the problem with y'all, y'all think we care about DEI. We don't give a fuck about no DEI. Like, DEI don't get us no bag. Deadass, if DEI got us a bag, like, really think about it. The MLB wouldn't have dropped their numbers because they don't got black people in the MLB no more. Who watch baseball now? You gotta be a real baseball fan. They be giving a nigga. Yo, I was in the store just now. If I'm lying, I'm flying. This was like 2 hours ago. I was in the store, getting something out the store, and a nigga from my hood pulled up on me that know me. Was like, yo, what up, Lito? Yo, you trying to go to a Mets game? This nigga don't got no money. He got 4 other niggas with him, and he trying to take me and just ran up on me. Tickets free. I can pull up my email right now. I got emails. Somebody sent me Yankee tickets from like last month. Baseball ain't doing no numbers because they took black people out of it. Now, on the competitive side, that's what made it watchable. Basketball. That's what makes it watchable. American football. That's what makes it watchable. Globally, on all these soccer teams, football, it ain't just white niggas on all of these international teams. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you. It's mad melanin through all of them teams. The sport don't pop if we not in it. And that's the most example of what you can show in competition. You can't really name that many white inventors like that. Let's keep it a stack. Every Black History Month, everybody got the calendar that show every day of a new inventor or a new person that did something worth accolade. That was either academic or Dr. Wise, like Dr. Ben Carson, and like we not gonna play. And that's what y'all be talking about. Like, yo, crackers be like, yo, y'all gotta. We supposed to be looking up the Dr. Ben Carson. Y'all look up the white supremacists. Like, y'all opinions really don't much matter to us at all. At all. Y'all think we looking for sympathy from y'all? Nah, we looking for a fair game. And y'all definitely don't want no fair game. Because y'all know what's going to happen. Y'all can't see us in nothing that's going on, bro. They be talking all this IQ shit. And then y'all make every systematic way to make sure that young minds don't get to prosper at a higher level than said people that's either financially or higher financially stable, or from a different culture that's financially stable, more more up like that. Like, let's just say like that. They're more up as a community and culture, whatever, for whatever reason that they say. But I want people to not disregard the fact that when the light wasn't on us for trying to use us to propagate BS globally, we had 100 plus black-owned cities in the United States. This is less than 200 years ago. Look up the Reconstruction. Look up like what really happened with the 40 acres and the mule and all of that. Like, ain't not one American war won without us in it. Everything we do is, yo. I just watched the news and the white lady news anchor said somebody was crashing out. Crashing out ain't y'all term. That ain't y'all words. That ain't y'all phrase. Why y'all biting? You see how we be like biting? I don't even know. That ain't, like, y'all know what that mean, like copycat. the real McCoy is us. The real McCoy comes from a person, a black person. His name was Elijah McCoy. Look him up. Anyway.
Got robbed and raided at some point this year. You don't think he had firearms in his house? He never lifted a firearm at you. He never pointed it at you. He never used it on you. But peep the word, oh, I was terrified. Had a firearm in the room while he yelled at me. Yo, this is lawyer framing, because essentially what's going on is he wants you to lead to your own conclusion. They're protecting themselves from a countersuit. Because when you say, oh, he pointed a firearm at me,
my bad. I'm gonna stop stopping it. I want y'all to hear it, but that go back to my point where I tell y'all stop going to these grand juries, because the news gonna allow for this type of news to come out. You won't have the same balance on the other side to make whoever's gonna be on the grand jury have another opinion, because you can't stop the person that go home from stop watching the news. You can't stop them from watching the news. Because I'm on the grand jury and now I'm not gonna watch the news. But if they putting out all these same biased opinions, then it's not even objective at all. Like, you see the way they angling it, it's like the anchor or whoever reported it could have used other words to paraphrase, but not use the lawyer's statement, because the lawyer is trying to make a case, but you're using a statement that's coming from directly from a lawyer. So they already tainting the case anyway. But if we was able to fight law the real way, if you really think about what I'm saying, we was able to fight law the real way, you'll be able to get his case thrown out simply off of this going public.
No, they can't say that, because that's when Tony Busby getting his I rating, right? He getting his assets taken by Shannon Sharpe. So they gonna lead you into your own conclusion. Oh, I was terrified. He was yelling. Firearm was in the room. Man, you thinking he probably did something with the firearm, bro, when all he did was talk to her. Now, here's where they try to paint him as a monster, and this is where I think is pretty reasonable what he did in this situation, okay? So, plaintiff tried sharing her location with her friends from her iPhone, just in case, the doc stated. But Sharpe saw her sharing her location. The moment he realized what she was doing, he grabbed her by the neck and told her, if you ever do that again, I will effing blank you. This is he said, she said, and so far, we haven't seen anything to really back this up. All we know is Tony Busby is a liar and a fraud, so anything attached to him is a lie and a fraud, but we're gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, and let's just say, okay, she's telling the truth. While they was in an argument, he seen her dropping her location, and he said, hold on, if you do that again, I will effing. Yo, this man's house just got robbed. This man is a celebrity. This man understands the climate of Los Angeles, right? Like he understands the climate of Los Angeles. Now, I believe they were in his LA home, or let's say Nevada home.
See,
this man.
Now, Uncle Shay, my nigga, I'ma keep it a stack with you. This way you be going wrong. Cause like, I ain't gonna say you gotta listen to Auntie Monique, right? As far as who you choose to sleep with, but you supposed to keep some Auntie Moniques around the property somewhere. Put them around your compound somewhere, like Boosie got his shit shut up, and how Uncle Prime got his shit shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas, hey, nigga, put your peoples over there, and they ain't gonna let them know. They know they there, but them bitches know as witnesses, and they know don't act up. They know don't act up. They don't want them FBA polls on them. You dig?
Understands the climate right now, bro. All it takes is a disgruntled woman dropping her location to the thugs she know, and now they coming to your crib blicked up trying to rob you, bro. So yeah, duh. If we're in an argument and you drop your location, I'm stopping that. No. You trying to get me killed is what I'm thinking. So the incident where she was dropping her location took place in Los Angeles because they moved to Nevada shortly after his home got robbed. So yeah, bro, that man is from the projects. He's from the hood, bro. Dropping your low as a woman, man.
Wow.
Listen, bro, I can't fault Shannon Sharpe for taking precautions, homie. Now, this next part is pretty disturbing, and I'ma just not even give my judgment on this. I'ma just let the court play it out. So she goes on and she stated that following a move by both to Nevada during the summer of 2024, Doe states in her shoot that she attempted to break things off with Shannon Sharpe, that she wanted nothing to do with him after seeing the Instagram live with Michelle, where he was digging in Michelle's guts and he accidentally turned on IG Live. Which she would say after she attempted to break it up with him, that led to him raping her. Now, she would say that in her suit, the first instance happened October of 2024 at her apartment. She said the then 56-year-old Shannon Sharpe forced himself on her while she was crying and sobbing. The second instance, the suit alleged that it happened a few weeks later, right? January of 2025, where she would claim that Shannon Sharpe came over to her house again. Now, the first time he forced himself on her, or allegedly raped her while she was crying and sobbing, that apparently was not enough for her to cut things off. She invited him over her house again after that because he promised to buy her Christmas and birthday gift. But instead, he violently forced himself upon her again. One will say if somebody did that to you once as a woman, that's probably like a deal breaker, right? Like that's probably something where you would never speak to that person again, where you will call the authorities, where you will go to the police, where you will get that person locked up, where that's not something somebody can do to you and then you go back to being friendly with them or even wanting gifts from them. So to hear that, to me, is very sus and very sketchy. But with this Shannon Sharpe lawsuit, listen, bro, I believe there's something up here, bro. I think this is get back. And now, if you guys are not aware, bro, a lot of people was blaming Shannon Sharpe for the Fox Sports lawsuit because Shannon Sharpe and the stylist was really close friends. People know that Shannon Sharpe and that stylist actually linked up weeks before the lawsuit was announced. Now, a lot of people, right? Now, you can look on the YouTube streets, all right? I believe like Marcellus Wiley also hinted to this in his video, where they believe that Shannon Sharpe bankrolled, funded the lawsuit against Skip Bayless and Fox Sports in retaliation for Fox Sports letting him go. Now, who knows if Shannon Sharpe did this? Who knows if it's true that he's even involved? But what I do know is this could very well be retaliation. This could very well be Fox Sports and Shannon Sharpe retaliating against Shannon Sharpe by bankrolling their own lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe. Now, do I believe this lawsuit is gonna go far? I don't, bro, to be honest, yo. Listen, bro, because everything she stated, there's really no tangible proof or evidence. I ain't really seen any messages in the complaint. I didn't see any type of correspondence with Shannon Sharpe where he's taking responsibility and owning up to it. So at this point, it's he said, she said, bro, and with Tony Busby's track record, good luck convincing the jury, bro. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? From my perspective, bro, I think ESPN is probably going to put Shannon Sharpe on suspension or at least, take a break off air. I think that $100 million deal is probably not going to happen now, bro. All right? I don't see a company giving Shannon Sharpe $100 million while he's currently involved in an open lawsuit or something this egregious. So, but this is what Tony Busby wants, bro. This is his whole game plan. The minute things start going well in your life, the minute you're about to make $100 million, bro, or you're about to get a huge payday, Tony Busby feels like he's entitled to that payday. Nobody in the industry is allowed to make a lot of money without Tony Busby. Whenever you...
Yo, Flock, why you not gonna keep it a stack and say nobody black? Black men. Why don't you keep it a stack? I don't know the white men. Who the white men that Tony Busby took to court? Or who's the white man that Tony Busby... I'm not gonna try to find out politically correct. Extorted. Who else was it? Who was the white dude that Tony Busby extorted? That helped me figure that out. Cause it ain't about no just rich. I don't be playing that game. I draw the line where I see the line at. And if I'm wrong, prove it by averages, prove it by stats. But I'm not gonna prove it. You're not gonna prove it by back and forth with me with your opinion. Let's go to his cases. Let's look at how many times he opened a case against somebody and maybe they settled out of court, and then how many times he opened cases against somebody and he won or didn't. Let's look at those. And then let's see what's the common average of cultural comparison we could say.
You got, bro, whenever you get good news, whenever it's been reported you're about to get a huge payday, Tony Busby wants a piece of that check, bro. But y'all let me know, what do you guys think? What's your honest opinion? I may be wrong. Shannon Sharpe may be 100% guilty, and I'll be eating my words and apologizing, but let's have open discourse in the chat. I want to know what you guys think, all right? Let me know. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out how Chrisean Rock, this reality star, find out why or how her sister just revealed some information that could potentially put Chrisean Rock, a huge reality star, in jail for life. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
Not even gonna lie, didn't know nothing about that. That shit is crazy. I don't even want to get involved with that.